You wouldn't believe it, Jack's back in the car. This time, he's determined to get as many people out as possible, even if it means crushing through everything in his way. Mom, I love you. Jack signals to Furiosa, telling her, you go ahead, don't worry about me. But he's just stalling because they're all in this mess. He never gives up, just like he never gave up on his mom back in the day. Now, he's driving the truck like it's a game of hide and seek in the farm while Furiosa is playing superhero in the back, a sharpshooter. No, just lucky. Jack's got some real luck going on, and the enemy is so scared of his shooting they don't dare poke their heads out. But these guys aren't pushovers. They may lack leadership skills, but they can still fight. Hammer is evidently very cunning and swiftly comes up with a countermeasure, whereas Furiosa and Jack remain utterly unaware, and so too do those guys trailing behind them, who are anxious for a challenge. Forget that, let's flee. Jack performs a car kick and slams the truck into Hammer's tower. While Hammer didn't die from the fall, the outcome was still surprising. However, on his way back, Jack's ultimate weapon in the back just wouldn't turn off, and he nearly ended up in a deep pit. What a mess. He had to jump out. This is going to cost me my old car. Jack had to jump out and make a run for it just as Furiosa arrived. Everyone felt they were safe, but Hammer's not even close to done yet. At the precise moment when the valiant Hammer seizes this opportunity, this intense and breathtaking wild chase scene has merely begun to unfold. Furiosa and Jack, these two unsuspecting bystanders, have unfortunately been drawn into the vortex of this escalating and smoky battle. I have to save my arm and Jack. Not only did Furiosa lose an arm, but she lost her Prince Charming too. Hammer opts for a shortcut, scaring off his minions who tumble down the hill. Talk about an uphill battle. Vroom vroom. Hammer floors the gas, tailgating like a pro race car driver. Let's sweep the competition. Take down Hammer. To buy time, Furiosa whips around and distracts Hammer with a dramatic tail sweep. But Hammer wasn't about to let up. Even if there was a gap, he's not giving up that easy. Let's do a double kill. But they both fire at the same time, and the result. Bye-bye, Hammer's lackeys. Suddenly hit. Luckily, Hammer's quick on the uptake, soaring over as the battle turns into a slapstick comedy. Looks like I have to teach you a lesson. Hammer doesn't spare them, torturing them while enjoying their demise. You incompetent fools, look at him suffer. That's right, Hammer hangs them up to watch their friend's agony. Oh, crazy dogs come to say goodbye. Hammer comes up with a wild idea, tying Jack to a motorcycle and making him spin, while Jack just rolls non-stop torture. Even as night falls, Hammer's not done. Just as he plans to mess with Furiosa, he gets busy planning. No escape for you. Furiosa stands her ground against Hammer's madness, but who knew Hammer's vehicle is now in chaos. As the wheels smoke, Furiosa deftly escapes over his obstacles. She's truly a force to be reckoned with. Skill is clearly on her side, as Furiosa dodges pursuers, gliding down the hill and leaving chaos in her wake. But suddenly, a familiar figure appears up ahead. He looks towards Furiosa. We'll meet again on this crazy road. As Furiosa is saved, she hides among the common folk. Such a dramatic turn of events. These folks are virtually zombie foodies, but their lives are not seeing any betterment. Furiosa crawls out of the hole. What a surprise. She's got the status of the Undying Bridge. To win the war, you need to listen to your own voice. She remarks to the Undying Bridge, and it appears that Hammer has also noticed something, catching on. Meanwhile, Hammer is carrying out his cunning plot. Talk about sneaky. The delivery truck drops black oil, and Hammer beams with pride, thinking that his plan is foolproof. But guess what? Furiosa sees right through his plan, and it becomes a counterattack. The convoy plays the role of the war boys, turning Hammer's plan into a total slapstick affair. Furiosa launches a signal flare, giving her men the chance to stage a comeback. Talk about a clever attack. The war between Hammer and the Undying Bridge has ultimately commenced. In this intense battle, everyone ultimately ends up bald. It seems Hammer is truly one of a unique kind. My car has vanished, just this one flat tire clunker left. Furiosa is ready to set off for battle. Just like that car, she's stubborn and strong, determined to win this war. The war boys are scavenging for loot. They are like tornadoes, not missing a single corpse. Furiosa arrives at the battlefield, quickly rallying the war boys to assemble two cars into a full vehicle. Suddenly, she catches a glimpse into Hammer's history, indicating a big comeback is on the way. Once the vehicle is ready, Furiosa quietly drives away. After all, it's her final path of vengeance. Hammer's convoy has dwindled significantly. She sees her once-in-a-lifetime chance coming. Soon after, a minion gets sniped, and Hammer feels the trouble brewing. He halts the car and takes off. Furiosa is uncertain of Hammer's whereabouts, and eventually pinpoints him, only to discover he abandoned his signature bag. With such an opportunity, Furiosa certainly won't miss it, soaring straight and unstoppable towards Hammer. She leaps over the sand dune, racing to catch up with her target group. Bam! She crashes into one, only to discover it's the war girl, flipping over. She seizes the chance, changes direction, and chases after the remaining 2 motorcycles, but unbeknownst to her, it's tribal territory. The locals aren't fond of outsiders and the outcome. They are promptly snagged.